And now, another episode of Crit Camp Gaming.
Hello everyone, happy Wednesday, March 10th, 2021, and we are back with some solo Lyle streaming. So Chris is on the road this week, so I will be streaming solo today and tomorrow, and because of that, we are returning. It's been, I think, a little over a month since I played this game, but we are back with Wright Ace Attorney. I felt like I had to come back because we were in the middle of a case, so case number 4, the Turnabout Goodbyes. We're going to do part 2 and hopefully conclude this case. This was an extra long case. The last time we streamed, we started this case, and that was a 4-hour stream. These cases tend to be 4 to 5 hours. There was a little bit of a hiccup in the last one. I actually ran out of my objection life bar. So we had to restart part of that case. All of the previous Wright Ace Attorney videos are up on YouTube. If you want to check that out, quickcamp.com or youtube.com/quickcamp if you're interested in where we've been. I'm going to probably give you a previously on really quickly before we start on this, but I want to say hello to everybody in chat. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you were enjoying Matt and I's foray into Arkham Horror LCG draft mode as we started the Alice in Wonderland fan-made campaign on Monday, which is very, very exciting and very fun. Our decks are so trash, dude. It's amazing. But today we're going to be playing this. If we don't finish this case, it's likely that we're going to play this again tomorrow. But the current plan is for me to play some Keyforge tomorrow on the Crucible as we're doing the All-Star decks, the best performing decks on my SAS ladder climbs. Desert Raven Gamer in chat says apparently they're making a stage play based on this game in Japan. What? Are you serious? I hope it's a success, and then they go international. And then it comes to Nashville. That would be great. I have a friend here in Nashville that loves this game. Her name is Sierra, and she was the one that actually introduced me to this game and suggested that I play it. And I must thank her again because I'm having a great time. So if you guys are having a great time watching me, let me know in chat or in Discord or on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. Leave a comment as well if you like what you see. But yeah, I think that's the schedule coming this week. I'm playing this today, maybe tomorrow if we don't finish it. But otherwise, I'm playing Keyforge tomorrow. Monday night will be me and Matt as well, going back to Arkham Horror LCG Scenario 2. And then Chris will be back next week for Wednesday and Thursday. And stay tuned to our socials to figure out what we're playing, most likely Zombicide. I know that there have been a lot of recommendations for us to play things soon. I know Loop Hero is something that was recommended us to play. Matt recommended that we play a game called Sorcerer. My buddy Cameron has been playing a game called Runeterra, which is I'm getting interested about. Matt also recommended that to me like months ago. Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming on or gonna happen soon on the camp. The usual problems, right? Too many games, not enough time. But with that, let's jump into the case because these tend to take a long time. So what happened in part 1 of Turnabout Goodbyes? Okay. We started this case with a cutscene. Two cultists on a boat in the middle of Gourd Lake. One looks like one shoots the other with a pistol. It cuts to Miles Edgeworth. He's one of the people on the boat, and now we are defending Miles Edgeworth from we are his defense attorney. He's being charged with murder. So we have to get this guy off. Miles Edgeworth, if you don't remember, is usually the prosecutor, right? He's usually on the other side of the courtroom from us. But we actually did grow up with this dude. So him, Larry Butts, and Phoenix Wright went to school together before he transferred. It all has to do. He left that school because of something called the DL6 incident, right, which keeps coming up, which includes Miles Edgeworth's father, who died in that incident, Mia and Maya Faye's mother, who was the spirit medium on that case, and all this other stuff. So as we are defending him, there's a few other things that we had to do. There was like this thing called Gordy, which is like a Loch Ness monster in the lake that people were looking for. We saw a photographer. She was the first witness, said that she was a witness of the murder. It ended up being she wasn't really a reliable witness. She was just there looking for the Loch Ness monster. Then we found another witness, some dude who has memory issues, which we sort of assume is the guy that was part of DL6 that lost his memory. And he wants us to open up a noodle shop. A lot of really, really cool, interesting things. A lot of weaving of storylines coming together. I highly suggest you watch part 1 because this is a really bad recap. But where we're going in, when we jump back in, is we're going to be in day 3 of court. So we've done 2 days of investigation and 2 days of court. The first day of court was doing the examination of the photographer looking at the Loch Ness monster, the Gordy. The second day was, or was that also? I think Detective Gumshoe might have been the first day, and then it was Lotta Hart. So, anyway, that is the quick recap. But I think we're gonna jump right in here. Let's get the music going. And as per usual, it's been over a month since I streamed this, so if you need the music or the sound effects to be louder or softer, let me know. If you need me to be louder or softer, let me know. And also, I will be leading on you, chat, for some help when I get stuck. So hopefully you can follow along. Apologies again, I am not a VO artist. I do my best to give each character sort of a different thing, different sort of voice. They all kind of sound the same in my brain. But, so just bear with me. I'm not a VO artist. I'm doing my best. Hopefully I don't lose my voice. And let's go. And also, sorry if I use a different voice this time around because it has been a long time and I might forget what voice I had assigned somebody else. So here we go. Okay. Whoops. All right. Let's get out of here. We're going to continue. Coco Mebean says, played 9 out of the 11 games, can help out if you get stuck. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. I had never heard of this game before a couple months ago until a friend of mine recommended, and I love it. And I figured I could just burn through all of these offline, but I think it's kind of fun to just stream them and go through the storytelling process with you guys, and also just hang out with everybody. So I'm a new fan of Phoenix Wright. All right, it's episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes, day 3 trial. This is where we're at. Hopefully we remember enough stuff. It's been a month since we played, so I did skim my old YouTube video just to get the other stuff. So December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Oh man, we're just gonna jump right in here. Not yet against his objection, and good day. Thank you. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. And also, Coco Bean in chat says, I live for seeing folks have those moments in this game and stay through the trial. Wow, yeah. Very well. So no opening statements. So.
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Karma, dude.
Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Oh, here he is.
Witness, state your profession.
Snot bubble. Z. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright, bah, I've predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right. Gavelled. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
I don't know, guys. Does he feel like he might be an unreliable witness? He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony. Then shall we, witness? Okay, witness testimony the night of the murder. Oh man, I missed this music. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual, and then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question my witness. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright? Yeah, I'm gonna cross-examine. Come on now. It's ridiculous. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin.
Ah!
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I don't think I need to press this. Yeah, Coco, you still not a Lego, dude. It hurts. Hurts. Let's just press it. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did.
You see? Continue.
Okay, that was lame. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Hold it. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Guys, Polly's his parent, by the way.
Mr. Wright, exactly what not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith?
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
Then I heard a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by a window. By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And you could see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. So if you guys like, when we visited him yesterday, he thinks, because he lost his memory, he thinks I'm his son Keith, and then Maya Faye is his daughter Meg, and that he owns this pasta shop called the Wet Noodle, and that we're supposed to take over for him. That's why with this whole like dad Keith business is going on. Just in case you were confused. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Gabbled.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Oh my gosh.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk.
Nick, I don't like the way that things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick or this trial's gonna be over. Objection. Your Honor. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly. Oh no.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge has lost the plot. What should I do? Do I object? I feel like I should. Oh no. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. if you were telling a lie.
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis?
Session says, gotta say, if this streaming thing doesn't work out, you can always try out voice acting. No, dude, I am not VO, dude. I'm doing the best I can.
We need your help. Nick needs you.
Tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Gavelled.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand.
Oh no. Should we have presented something while he was there? Alright.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
There's no way this ends now. Right? Are we gonna have to restart? Oh no.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately.
Oh, Coco says GG game over. No!
To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Guys, this is what happens when you wait too long. Wait, oh!
Who was that just now?
Me. Who was it? Huh? Oh! Larry Butts! Oh my god, it's Larry.
What are you doing here?
Dude, Larry Butts to the rescue? Oh my god. Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Oh, Larry.
Gavel.
Order.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. But anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Dang, dude.
Order. Order.
Guys, I gotta pause right there because I feel like a roller coaster of emotions. I thought we'd lost, and then Larry comes in. Now I'm like, what's going on?
Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial's over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us our final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could just make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
What a waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Oh, and welcome to the best camp on Twitch, Omega Blade X.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
Gavelled.
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Oh god. Court is adjourned.
Saved, dude. Saved. Saved by the butts. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Uh-huh. Should we save right now? Let's save right here. Just in case. You never know with this game. Alright, phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to stay in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something, right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's like his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Oh god, what are we gonna do? I'm feeling a little lost. Okay, December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. I'm so nervous.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Help me, Larry Butts. You're our only hope. When Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Yo, what up, Ismati Games and chat says defendant is accused of stealing all the troll leather from the base to make his own armor. Dude. Sorry, quick aside, everybody. Chris told me that you beat the game, Ismati. Congratulations. I hope he told you that instead of actually playing the game, all we've been doing is building more accoutrement to our house. So we haven't even beat boss 2 yet. We're still building our house. We're getting too wrapped up in getting materials. All right, the night of the murder, everybody. That night, I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake. but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Wow, Larry.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Which is true. Cross-examination the night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Okay, let's just look at our evidence really quick. We got Lotta's camera. We got the original autopsy report. We got the photo of the shot. We got a second photo from Lotta that shows absolutely nothing. 25 minutes earlier. Picture of Mia's mom. Picture of Gordy. The overhead map. Bullet. Pistol. Lotta's description. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots. Just after midnight. Wait a minute. We got the parrot. We got the file in DL6. And a picture of Edgeworth's dad. That night, I was out on the boat in the lake. I guess we're gonna press him, although we're scared, right?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first of all, what time is it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By that time, everybody had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is a
Wait, oh, sorry. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to check my phone.
Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get on. Let's get it over with.
Well, boys. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop. Dog. Press you. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around midnight. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake but didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, how do you know it was a gunshot, Butts? So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh.
Well, Nick,
It's a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Okay, that night I was in a boat on the lake. Alright, we've pressed all we can press. Okay. I was looking for something and I found it. What would we show him? Not that. How do we present this thing? Your Honor, that no. Whoops, my bad. Okay. I'm grasping at straws, people. I'm sorry. Okay, I was looking for something and I found it. Okay. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Quietly slipped it back in. Let's see. I think it's about the one bang, two bang. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. It was an empty lake taking automatically. I looked out over the lake but didn't see a boat. After I heard that single shot, I went home. Oh my gosh, so we have a lot of testimony that says there was 2 shots. We have these 2 pictures. He said he left before then. Just after midnight. Hold on. I heard this bang. Okay, let's present Lotta's testimony here. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Oh no. Oh no, everybody. We're going down. I think we're going down. Heard this bang. I had the right idea, the wrong spot. Thought we slipped out the boat. But I didn't see a boat. After I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Oh, okay, here we go. Because he said single, but it's really double. Wait a sec, Larry. And thank you so much, Coco in chat. It says you had the right idea, just the wrong spot. Okay. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lockhart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you even paying attention at all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me with nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not sure? How could you not be sure? Larry, come on. Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else.
Oh.
Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Oh no, Larry.
Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept his witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. Oh no. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, witness testimony what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. But that's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard a gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's a big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
Oh, come on, Judge. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-exam, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. I don't think there was anything to do there. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Coco. I was listening to it real booming loud, like. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. How do you know? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Okay, what did he say? What did you say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said to...
Whoops.
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. For time of death. Or time of gunshot. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask him?
Fine, very well.
Barely got away with that one.
Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. So this is before midnight then. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe my Karma was right. Not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Alright, so it's almost midnight. Or it's almost Christmas, so it's pre-midnight. And that one was taken after midnight. This one's taken before midnight. And there's nothing there. So there's something about the picture before midnight, probably. And Law's description was after midnight. Heard 2 sounds after midnight. So I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. We're going to present a lot of testimony again. I heard 2 gunshots just after midnight. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is the clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard the gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious.
But
Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right, because we have the picture. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Boom. This photo was taken at 12:24 at 11:50.
Look at this photograph.
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with their automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why would the witness have the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera?
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Oh no, oh no. Oh no. What is it gonna be? It's not the parrot, is it? Okay, it can't be DL6. Can't be this metal detector. Parrot's a long shot. The murder weapon was fired 3 times. There's prints. It's fired 3 times. Oh my god. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now I realize the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order, order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, This leaves me wondering what exactly did happen that night on the lake.
Judge, we're all wondering this.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes?
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Was it to switch costumes?
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Save. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. Guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Oh no, I don't know where he's going with this. Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright.
the testimony has just now has cleared up the entire case. Oh no. Has it?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. Coco says, I bet it'll click in your mind as you work through it. Okay. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15.
But Larry heard the gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
Oh God.
Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
It's Edgeworth and the murderer. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. So the murderer kills Hammond and then gets on the boat with Edgeworth? Does that make any sense? Did Edgeworth tell us he was actually on that boat? No, if Hammond... Wait, hold on. Let's think this through. We don't want to... We're already halfway through our lifeline. So, as Monty says, it was me. I was on the boat. So, yeah, and Coco says assume Hammond was dead, right? Because he got killed before midnight. So, there's 2 guys standing on the boat, and unless he's weekend at burning, it can't be. It's got to be Edgeworth and the murderer, right? Unless like he's somehow propping Hammond up when he's dead to push him off the boat or something. Coco, no, it's okay. I'm working through, and you're not giving me any spoilers yet, so it's all good. And thank you so much for the raid, Cam. Lavinus Switch on chat. He must be done with his keyboard coffee break. We're playing Ace Attorney again. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gotta be the murderer and Edgeworth. Oh God, I'm so nervous. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Ah, so this is why it's like Steel Samurai case.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all of this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Well, it's not a lot of heart. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. Oh, wait.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop?
I'm feeling a little weird about this.
Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. At the boat shop. Here? Coco says, all shall be revealed. Right now we're just eliminating the impossible and seeing what's left. Alright, so... it's gotta be near where Lotta's camera was. Is it in the woods between? Could it be by the boat shop? Let's do that. Take that. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing him.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. What's happening? That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
We are really shooting from the hip on this case.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start from the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Bang. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. I am become Robert Hammond. Then he got into a boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. A mid-lake rendezvous. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Uh-oh. Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Was the first shot missed? Or to create a witness? To create a witness. Something was to alert somebody to look, and then have somebody look. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And then he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. There's got to be another twist, because this seems a little reachy. Gavelled.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Oh man, he's running. He's running.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Ooh, we barely got by on that one. December 27th, 1:22 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. It's scary because the DL6 incident statute of limitations expires tomorrow, so we need to get some facts.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with that testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Oh no. To be continued. Okay, which we're going to continue in a second. So let's save our stuff under the main timeline. Save your progress, yes. Overwrite. I'm going to take a quick bio break, and then we're going to come back, and then hopefully finish out this case. What do you think? All right, be right back. All right, Coco Bean says, gotta take a little break myself. I'll be back. All right, come back soon. I might need you. All right. So let's save twice because we always do. All right, we're going back in. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick,
Yo, how's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on, tell me the truth. Was it like love at first sight? Right, Nick? Huh, me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two? I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You got to be bow before me, yeah, bow before your hero. Alright. Larry, you really helped out the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
Seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty sus. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just kinda sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick,
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two till the end. Us two.
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry.
Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Alright, everybody. Let's get comfortable, and let me drink a little bit of water before we say the long story. Alright. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
The class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with the money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 whole still inside. Yeah, now that you do mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forgot though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in the class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Give the money back. You're a meanie. Doesn't mean you did it, you can't have the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore.
Blah, 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 blah. Give me back my 50 cents, I loaned you, hey. Okay.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I had done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. An objection. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should be all ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles?
Oh, Miles with his mini bow tie.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, and no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. Yeah, we don't need proof. Make him say sorry.
Why don't you all shut up?
This is how it is. Everybody ganging up, picking up on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so we didn't do it. Wow.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone, totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took a day off from school. If I'd been there, I would have thought they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally. See, when something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial, and that's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm gonna become defense attorney just like my father, a famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure. The transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends again.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I do it for free. Oh, Nick!
Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright. What do we have? Oh, so what did we get? We took out... Interesting. What did we take out? I guess it was Lotta's testimony and something else. Okay. Is there anything to examine here? The hotel, blah blah blah. Okay. A plant named Charlie. A movie we've never seen. Mia's desk, I miss her. And the books I don't read. Okay. Do these ever change, everybody? Does this matter? Ever? Am I wasting my time looking at these things? I think I asked last time too. Okay, I think we gotta move. Where are we gonna go? Are we gonna go to the detention center, talk to Miles? December 27th, detention center. Visitor's room. You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault, even. Yeah, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals?
sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of that murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in the elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Mon Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know in courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he was taken on, none were ever left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, we're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit.
No kidding. Okay. Smile for the camera. This dude never moves. He's a pro. Okay. We can't talk about anything. What do we present? Should we present the DL file to him? Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time the incident. No clues found on the scene. Trapped in the elevator, returning from a lost child of the sun. When blood found in the heart, murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi, trapped in an elevator with Edgeworth's memory lost due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. So he's definitely dude because he named his parrot after her. Okay. Let's present this to you.
It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, the statute of limitation runs out.
Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence?
But even if the case finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Am I gonna show you a picture of your dad?
Nick, no. That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. That probably isn't a good time to dredge those memories. Okay.
What is it?
Nothing.
Huh?
Okay. Alright, that was just gonna be me being a D. Alright, so Holly. That's gonna be something. Is there anything else to show you? Okay. Okay, so nothing. Where are we gonna go? Do we go to... Let's go check out what's happening at Grossberg really quick, and then we'll go talk to Detective Gumshoe. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out, again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, this is all the stuff. This is very expensive. This lighter. This expensive plant. This picture has been missing. Mahogany desk. Books he didn't read. Okay. Nothing changes. Cool. Let's go talk to... Okay, we're gonna go back to our offices and then move to see Gumshoe. December 27, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something like, catching him is the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe.
I don't think anything ever happens here, to be perfectly honest. Okay. We're gonna move. I guess it's time to go back to the scene of crime. Maybe we can catch Detective Gumshoe at the boat shop. December 27th, Gourd Lake Park entrance.
Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you. Now we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by tomorrow's, by trial tomorrow. By trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek.
No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Berlotto? This camp?
The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, so no one can go in for a while.
I guess.
Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay. Sign says Gourd Lake Park. This place is full of families picnicking.
And no waterfalls.
Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training. And the woods. I feel winter shook. I'm the bear leaves today. Okay. This is all the same stuff. There's nothing here. Okay. We're moving. We're moving. We're going to the public beach. December 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Guess Larry is off today.
He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth.
True, we owe him big.
No one's gonna sit here on a cold day like today, unless they were eating samurai dog.
How would that change the temperature, I wonder?
You seem troubled, Nick.
No, who? Me? Trash can with no trash. At least the place is well maintained. Huh? I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right exit.
This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it?
Huh?
I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies.
I guess you're right.
I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still.
Okay. Alright, so we won't be able to go in the woods, but we can go to the boat shop, see if that dude's there, find more evidence. Yeah, boat shop is off. December 27th, boat rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Ahem. I know that clearing the throat anywhere. Hello. Wait, what was Grossberg's voice? What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? What were you doing here, Grossberg? There's some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place from the boat from this dock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at this dock. The boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone's around.
The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. I wonder if we can go in there and get to his safe.
He didn't seem like a bad person.
There's a forest here beyond these bushes.
Nick, the forest. There's someone in there.
What? You're right, there's a few policemen in there.
He must be looking for the caretaker.
Good luck. Okay. Can we get into his house right now? Is my question. Yes, we're going in. December 27th, caretaker's shack. I can't believe we just walk in here, dude.
Nobody's home.
Hello, hello.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello, hello.
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me.
It doesn't look like he used his kitchen much.
You're right.
I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie.
What? You thought he was telling the truth? Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial.
Ah,
What's wrong?
huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See? That's why I didn't want to tell you.
That fishing pole looks expensive.
Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe.
But do you think the caretaker would mind?
No, we can't just... Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange.
Maybe we better not. Okay. And then we'll do the safe last.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them?
Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you?
Well, you don't know... Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us to the caretaker, and we did see him.
Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations? Okay. And I think we're gonna do the safe now.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
Guess there might be a clue or two. Obviously, open it. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Here we go. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. So who are the two men that ruined your life? Oh, I guess Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth? The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Well, this just proves it, right?
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who
could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, letter from the safe adds to the court record. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and stuff. I mean, so this feels like... There's nothing left in the safe. Okay.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he came back here after the trial. Is the caretaker being set up? Because he has no memories. Very interesting. Okay, I guess we're gonna go back to Grossberg's now. OCS says, wait, wasn't Robert Hammond his own defense lawyer? Yeah, so if this guy is Yanni Yogi, Robert Hammond was his defense lawyer that got him off. So the bolt taker was to me, I mean, in typical Ace Attorney style, definitely has to be set up. Okay, move. We're going to Grossberg's. Oh, we can go to Grossberg's from here? I guess we'll go home.
One day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Okay, I think we're gonna go to Grossberg's. What? I thought he said come back. Talk to me. Huh. Let me present to you this crazy letter. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe at the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was somebody else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance.
Oh, thanks for spinning the wheel, Session. I will write your name down here.
Last chance?
Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Okay, let's talk. Yes, Yanni Yogi.
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago.
Look at the earthquake.
The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! Help, computer! Stop all the downloading. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out. Don't shout. You use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all.
Tell us about the nightmare. Maybe get some water. Zashin, I will spin your wheel when we get to a stopping point. Or a transition point.
For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this easier.
I want to get out. Help, help.
Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air, I'll stop you.
Ah, what? What are you?
Stop breathing my air.
No, Father. He's attacking Father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet.
I don't know if it's the evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
Oh.
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that's rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was a true criminal in the DL6. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
But why would he still want revenge against his own defense attorney?
I don't know.
I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. Grossberg, we need to talk to Grossberg.
There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Okay. Am I going to present anything else to you? Probably not. Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, we're going to move. We're going to Grossberg's. December 27, Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Mr. Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Wasn't there 2 shots, though?
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked.
Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It seems strange, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Mr. Fay.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everybody called her a fraud.
That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless.
Dang, dude. Who to believe?
Oh ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait.
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting is this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Von Karma, man. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not so sure.
Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? We're getting crazy now. We're getting crazy.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago when Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence.
It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe.
You have some strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edward's innocence. I can't believe he killed somebody.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care.
Oh, I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, you say so. I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Can you tell me more about this?
Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive.
Anything else? The file on DL6.
This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the completion of not one, but 2 trials, all thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else to talk to you about. Where are we gonna go? Back to our offices. No. I guess we'll go try to get the police stuff. These files, December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everybody must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't just have everyone wandering around in here. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick, let's hurry.
Oh my gosh. December 27th, Police Department Records Room. Dude, there's gonna be a battle in that records room right now.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they hadn't had time to clean. Oh my god, there's a drawer open.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. Alright, let's do the drawer last. Here, files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume here.
Wow, these are all case reports?
Yeah, there's a graveyard of police cases.
Because my sister's case report is here.
I think that's the same stuff. I think that's nothing. More stuff. Forgotten cases. Yeah, I think it's really just the... He took vital evidence from that drawer. Looks like there are files in this last case, so Dusty can see what's inside. Yeah. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others question marks, most of it looks like random junk. Okay. We gotta look right here.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty.
What?
What are you doing in here?
Eek. On Karma.
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They were like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Look at his face, everybody. He's crazy.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
Romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. What I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Why are we talking to him right now about this? Are we trying to rattle him? Do we show him things? Do we show him that letter now? Or do we not show him that letter now? I feel like we need to keep it in the back pocket to show him in court. But is this the chance to do something? What if we show him this defect?
Fool! You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah!
Okay, so I guess we won't get anything from him. What else is there to do? What do you want to do? What do you think we should do now, Maya?
You would know that, just do what you do, that should work.
Okay. I guess we should go back to Gordy Lake, maybe? I don't know. Was there more that we had to do? I wonder if we have to present, what's his name, with something. Von Karma. Doesn't seem to be anything to do here. I guess we just have to show... Maybe we do have to show Von Karma the thing. OCS says, I hate how much the empty spot on the wall in Grossman's office bugs me every time I see it. And no, dude. Alright, we're gonna do this. Might be the bad move here. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after you read it. What?
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Oh! He's gonna tase me, dude. Stun gun for self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts would course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000...
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No! No!
Whoa. Whoa. What are you?
Nick, run!
Ah!
Maya. Out of my way.
Wah!
What is happening?
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya.
Oh no. Maya, open your eyes. Maya.
The letter, did he take it?
Huh? Oh yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or as a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya. There has to be some way that I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. So there's clear ballistic markings. DL6 bullet stashed in the pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in the court tomorrow. Oh, but we don't have the... We don't have the thing! Okay. Final day of trial. What are we gonna do, everybody? Okay, Zeshin, here we go. Wheel spin for Zeshin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the resub. We're gonna do this really quick before we jump into the last and hopefully final part of episode 4, or case number 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. What do we got here? We got 10 push-ups. All right, so we're back up to 200 push-ups, which we'll do some of them tomorrow when we're playing Keyforge. Thank you so much for the resub, or not the resub, the biddies for the wheel spin. All right, let's cut that. Let's go back. December 28, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. And you and Chris need to just have a workout stream. I know he has 499 burpees, and I have 200 push-ups. Phoenix, this is it, Judgment Day. It's all good, Session. Actually, hold on a second. My phone is blowing up. My family is texting me. I hope it's good. Oh, my sister got vaccinated. That's kind of great. Excellent. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Warg! What's the big deal? Big idea.
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking a little glum, as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea.
I have to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Ooh, yeah, pal.
What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Miss Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. I was, as promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but it has to be a lie. Why would you want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. The day the statute of limitations expires. DL6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Come on, don't be awed in silence every time by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
A little water?
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer.
Yo, what up, Bill and chat? It's going alright.
However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Why is Von Karma being so...
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
The witness is not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Witness testimony why I left the court.
I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
Yes and know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it.
Cross-exam. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. Do I press him on this? I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony, you realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush into conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to his testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone's talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly. Food?
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yo, right, nice try, Grand Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Oh, this is... You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Hurry up, it seems like it.
Then how could you know that you had nothing to do with this incident? Or, maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. What do I have in my back pocket here? Oh, Polly. It says remember the DL6 incident. Let me go back. Figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. We're going to present to you, Yobber. Your Honor, that's the same. Oh no. Oh no. God dang it. I could have sworn that I talked to that parrot at one time and the parrot said, remember the DL6 incident. God dang it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against the Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Bon Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident.
He figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then his clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Psst.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers with that stuff, yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
Oh God.
It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. Not like this. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief?
That's exactly what I should do, actually. Yeah, the very fair. Your store. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order, order. But what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well,
Still want to go through with your little game? Absolutely. Let the parrot take the stand. Squawk, squawk. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except for the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. It's ridiculous.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Oh my God, look at what's happening right here.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me.
Must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem. Very well, your witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Witness testimony. Who is your owner?
Hello, hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Amaya? Cross-exam.
Hello, hello.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name? Polly. Squawk.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he's Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi, and we have evidence for that. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... let's check this. I think it is here, right? Yeah, Polly Jenkins. Whoa.
The DL6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Hold on.
It's in suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed.
Session says, I've heard of kangaroo courts, but this is the first ever cockatiel court. Exactly.
Alone, it is little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some more information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. You want us to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What should I say?
Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk! Don't forget DL6, Squawk!
If I can get Polly to say that here, that'll prove the character had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Oh no.
Hello!
Oh no.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot.
Hello!
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
It's so ridiculous. Why won't you say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? This is... Did you train her not to respond when we asked if you've forgotten anything? Oh no. What can we give this parrot? Hold on. Okay.
The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
1228. Hold on. 1228. Yeah, it's the date. It's the date of the case. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How could the number to the safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link us to the number on the caretaker's identity? The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah,
He used the date of the DL6 incident as your number, as a number for your safe. For the number of his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date, nothing.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Ooh.
Witness. Tell us your name.
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this court.
Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case, so I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, that is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh!
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Mr. Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh no.
For 15 years, I had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare, that's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago.
Oh my god.
I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Oh my god. It never ends. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Miss Edgeworth, I just don't believe it's you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's just the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick, what are you gonna do?
Huh? Oh. I was just reading the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? You just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
Okay, I feel like we should save. Can we save? Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Alright, let's save in a second.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. But Carmen, you knew this was going to happen at the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only I can get it to work. It's the one-shot, two-shot things, right? Please, please. Witness testimony, the DL6 incident. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events.
Ah!
That's the same claim. Wait, I'm sorry. Where? I need to... My throat. Same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-exam, DL6. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. I don't think there's anything there. As we went to leave, an elevator struck, me as in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Hold on. I need to look at something here. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time. No police were on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator, returning from the lost trial with son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9, when bullet found his heart, murder weapon fired twice. I think that's the thing. Memory loss, Stoops. Okay. Yeah, I think it's page 2. Victim data. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Only there was a single gunshot and scream. Tab. Present. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
Which page contradicts it's the victim data? Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had fired had something to do with the case?
I think there is in the picture. Yeah, see? They're right there in the glass. Right there in the glass, baby. Any proof that the other shot fired? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Look at this photograph.
This is just a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Show the judge. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see, a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also note that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that that the second shot was fired by somebody else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary, that's on page 1.
Look at what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in that door.
Oh no. So we got the bullet from him in the records room. I wonder if that's something.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid we have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Gah! How did this happen? I didn't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick.
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you found Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else that fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could have been that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though it was not your intention.
I mean, hold on a sec. Taking from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears clear ballistic things. grab. There's something with that bullet. We have to check. Hold on. Case summary 1228. Here in the elevator with oxygen depleted at the time, no clues found on the scene. The elevator, turning the lost child with the sun, one bullet found his heart, murder effect twice. Come in the elevator with a drift memory loss. Use poly, it's not the metal detector.
Yes, it did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I should be saying. When my mind's gone blank, I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Oh god. Your Honor. I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object,
Oof.
Nick.
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Gah. It must exist. The second bullet. Oh, Mia, you're coming back.
What?
What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping. It's just... someone took it from the scene of the crime, that's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer?
Then tell us, just who is this murderer? Still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
So there's a bullet in the heart and the bullet went outside. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need, that's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from them, from the scene with them, is that the bullet would be proof. The murderer was cautious. The bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Oh no, 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 no. Arg. Oh no. What if the murderer did need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Ah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Murder? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Oh, and Von Karma took a long leave of absence. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of the head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's one problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
It's Von Karma. Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
Well, he took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
Could mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
OCS in the chat says, that's actually not at all the guess I would have had. I thought that the bullet was stuck in the glass and someone pulled it out to let the air in. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now or save it? What's a better time? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect, a lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there.
Ah!
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Carlo, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo the surgery. That wouldn't leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what now, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have.
You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Can you produce evidence to prove I was shot? I have a bullet. I just don't know. Alright, Von Carlo, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
what?
The evidence that proves Von Carlo was shot is... Oh my god.
What exactly is that?
Sorry.
Judge, if you would.
Penalty. Oh no. I'm really not sure I managed this far. The evidence that proves Von Carlo was shot is... Oh no. Oh no. Evidence that Von Carlo was shot. Guys, what do you think? I'm getting low. Getting low on my meters. It's Misty Faye. This seems bad. No, doesn't she? No, what did she say? She said that her boy, no, that Miles was not the shooter. What proves that he was shot? It's not this. Oh, this is gonna be bad, guys. We got the scene of the murder. OCS says, have you tried the metal detector? And Noli says, I got it. Noli, what is it? I am very stuck. Let's see. Oh, the bullet is in him? But what evidence do we have to prove that the bullet is in him? Oh, yeah, the metal detector, so we can prove it. We can prove the bullet is in him. Oh my god, you guys are both right. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Oh my god, this. If this is true, this is a win for chat.
You don't mean...
I do. There's a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Oh my god. The twists and turns.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you to see what we find.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Oh my god.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we allowed to use that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out in this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Yeah, OCS. Can you imagine a lawyer pulling a metal detector out of his pocket mid-trial?
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh! He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma?
You! It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence, but I do.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you can't convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
That's... a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. This bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, and if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, then we'll compare the ballistic markings up to those on the bullet. I really hope they do it like in court right now. They just kind of scoop it out. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh my god, he mad. Oh, he mad. Oh!
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Oh yeah, yep. Blood-curdling scream.
It's that scream I've heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma.
So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my own hands.
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
On karma. It's not like you to make this kind of error. I never thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be
penalized, man. I covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I've ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Again.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wait, what about December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. You crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was pretty sure we had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
Got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
Just got you there.
Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Jack Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop.
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all. Lotta.
What's chat saying? Roses are red. My lawyer's Edgeworth. I've got an updated autopsy report. And OCS says, seriously, who would have thought the judge would have ruled You would have thought that the judge would have ruled on Von Karma as well at that point, yeah. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight to my tree, pal.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says street, that's not like police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Yeah, well, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Yo, did Larry Butts take the lunch money? $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No, Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then when he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back at school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah. You get all worked up too easy, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I had known, I'd become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might be I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, Wright?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time, let's go.
And after that, dinner's on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m., Wright and Co. Law. Oh no. Is it another murder? Is it gonna be another murder? I can't take it. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday, seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium.
in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too, and I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless, so I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first train to the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Oh! Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Oh my god. Should I show her her mother? Be like, you are a spirit medium.
Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand.
Uh-oh. Now that I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either.
It's okay. You don't have to try and cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful. I promise. So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Aww. It's going off to the mountains.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh yeah, she was the one that grabbed the bullet from DL6. Dang, dude. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha!
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Is this just my greatest hits right now? Oh, did we finish the game? I mean, I guess it did feel like an ending there.
Hey, pal. Miss Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe!
He held his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Huh? Nick? Yeah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I'm working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Who's this guy? Oh, right. I remember him. He's been busy lately, you know, not to ring my own bell, but I taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh, I forgot what his voice was. Wow, even he is gonna make an appearance. And this is like, are they really gonna show like every single person I've had interactions with? Oh, hey. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know that they're finally putting something other sound with blah 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 blah. Miss Oldbag. What a crazy character. Who's next? Is it gonna be
There he is. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway?
Thanks, Penny the assistant. Right, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. I was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? That lore guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, Mia, right there on the side. The ghost of Mia just hanging out. Capcom. Solid. Whoa! What? It's not over? This game, dude. Wait, so for those of you that have been playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, is this still part of the first game? I bought the Trilogy on Steam, so I didn't know if is this the start of the next game, the second game, or is this still part of the first game? Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh, brand new episode has been added. Okay. Great. Well, let's save. Yes. All right. We'll do that. And then I think we got to call it for today. We got to call it. Thank you so much, everybody, joining me for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This was a long ass mission. So we streamed for 4 hours last time, and now we streamed for 3.5 hours. And so there's a couple, stuff that we had to redo. There's like 45 minutes in the first stream for this, and like another half an hour here where we made mistakes. So, but that's still like a 6-hour case. That's pretty serious. That's just, like, the length of that is crazy. So I'm glad that we concluded this. We got Miles off. We finally solved DL6. I don't know what episode 5 Rise from the Ashes is going to be. Dragon Cat in chat is saying, I think this was in the DS version, but not on the Wii version. Oh, interesting. Okay. So DLC for the first game. So we are on to like sort of extra missions. But thank you so much for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not sure when I'm going to play this again. I know tomorrow I'm going to play some Keyforge. And then I'm not sure when we're going to do some more solo streams. Depends on Chris's work schedule. When he's on the road is when we'll start playing this. So thank you so much, everybody. This was a lot of fun. If you're watching on YouTube and you got all the way down to this point, please remember to like and subscribe. Helps us out. And let me know if you want me to keep playing stuff like this. Noli and Giant Cat, thanks so much for the cheers. This has been great. It went a little bit long, so I got to sign off now. But I want to say peace, good gaming. Thanks for helping me out, and I'm glad that we got to a conclusion of this. And next time we play, I guess we'll just do this DLC episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, and see what happens. So again, see everybody later. I'll see you tomorrow for some Keyforge. Okay, bye.